The truth behind the badge, John Reynolds was a proud man. He wore his success like a badge of honor, a beacon of his hard work and determination. As the CEO of a bustling corporate firm in Atlanta, John often prided himself on being the one in control, the one who made the rules. But beneath his polished exterior lay a darker truth. John was a man who judged others not by their merits, but by the color of their skin. One Monday morning, an incident occurred that would change John's life forever. Act 1. Dismissal. A young black man named Marcus Williams walked into John's office. Marcus had been with the company for a year, working as a junior analyst. Despite his hard work and sharp intellect, John had always looked down on Marcus, attributing his success to diversity quotas rather than talent. Sir, Marcus began nervously, holding a file. I've completed the quarterly analysis ahead of schedule. I think you'll find. John interrupted with a dismissive wave. Marcus, I've been meaning to talk to you. I've decided to let you go. Marcus froze. Let me go? Can I ask why? Sir John leaned back in his chair, feigning a sympathetic tone. It's just not working out. You're not a good fit for the company culture. Marcus's heart sank, but he refused to show the hurt. Understood, he said quietly. He picked up his things and walked out, his head held high. John watched him leave, feeling a smug sense of satisfaction. One less problem to deal with, he muttered to himself. Act 2. The panic. The following day, John arrived at work to find chaos unfolding. A group of federal agents was outside his building, speaking with employees. John's chest tightened as he approached the scene. One of the agents, a tall woman with a stern expression, turned to him. Mr. Reynolds, yes, that's me, John replied, trying to mask his unease. We need to speak with you about an investigation. John's mind raced. Investigation? About what? The agent handed him a document. His eyes widened as he read the words, Federal Cybersecurity Breach Investigation. We've traced a major data breach back to your company, the agent explained. Sensitive government information has been compromised. John's face turned pale. This must be a mistake. Our systems are secure. We've already identified the source, the agent continued. It came from one of your employees' accounts. John's heart sank, who the agent glanced at her notes. A Marcus Williams. John's stomach dropped. Marcus? That's impossible. He's incompetent. I fired him yesterday. The agent raised an eyebrow. Incompetent? Mr. Reynolds, Marcus Williams, is a decorated cybersecurity expert. He served in the U.S. Army's Cyber Command for 5 years before joining your company. We recruited him to work undercover here as part of a federal operation. John's knees went weak. Undercover? Operation? The agent nodded. He was helping us monitor potential vulnerabilities in private sector firms handling government contracts. And thanks to his efforts, we've identified a major threat. John's head spun. Marcus wasn't just an employee, he was a hero. And John had dismissed him without a second thought. Act 3. The truth. Overwhelmed by guilt and fear, John tried to contact Marcus, but his calls went unanswered. Days later, he received a letter in the mail. It was from Marcus. The letter read, Mr. Reynolds, I've always believed that actions speak louder than words. While working at your company, I witnessed the way you treated people like me not as individuals, but as obstacles. You judged me without knowing my story, my skills, or my worth. But I didn't let your prejudice define me. Instead, I used my position to protect something bigger than myself. The federal investigation is now complete, and the company's systems are secure. My mission here is over. As for you, I hope this experience teaches you something about the value of every human being, regardless of the color of their skin. Sincerely, Marcus Williams. John read the letter twice, his hands trembling. For the first time, He saw himself for who he truly was, a man blinded by his own biases, incapable of seeing the brilliance in others. Act 4. Redemption. The incident shook John to his core. The coming months, he began to make changes not just within the company, but within himself. He implemented diversity training programs, sought out mentorship from leaders in marginalized communities, and made it his mission to ensure that no one in his company would ever feel the way Marcus had felt. Though he never heard from Marcus again, John carried the letter with him everywhere he went. It became a constant reminder of the lesson he had learned. Greatness isn't defined by skin color, but by character, and sometimes the people we underestimate are the ones who teach us the most profound truths.